welcome everyone. We're going to start with roll call. Mandy? Councilperson Davis?
Here.
Councilperson Jordan?
Here.
Councilperson Marquis?
Here.
Councilperson Naylor?
Here.
Councilperson Whitmer?
Here.
Councilperson Poet? Here. Mayor Mont Sterner? Here. Secretary Steve Keller?
Here.
Attorney Joe Goffey?
Here.
And Mr. Owen is not here. Alrighty. No, he's not. Everyone should have the agenda and the minutes in front of them. When you're finished reviewing them, we will take a motion to approve those two items. There's a motion to approve. Okay, yes. Is this agenda? Yes. There's a motion on the floor to approve the agenda and the minutes as presented. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. I have on here, okay, she didn't put that on. I wasn't sure if we needed to reorganize or not tonight, but Joe said we do not because it's not a reorganization year.
No elections here. So.
Right.
And next year, yeah.
Right, we have to do that next year. However, as we all know, Mr. Deerdorf resigned last month because he moved out of the borough. So we asked that if anyone was interested in that position to attend this evening. And I know that Mr. Mike Amsler is here. Is there anyone else here that is interested in that position? Okay. Okay, Mr. Amsler, all we have to know is we just have to make sure that you're qualified. So, and all you need to be is a borough resident for at least 1 year.
85 North 3rd Street,
And
17 years there. So.
Okay, and you're a registered voter,
I am,
and you're able to attend most of the meetings on the second Tuesday.
most definitely.
Okay. Does anyone else have any questions for Mr.?
This is for his term, the rest of his term?
Yes, this is this is just for 2015. We're appointing him for 2015.
He'll be up for election at the end of this year to take office again in 2016 if he so chooses, and that will be a 2-year term.
Right.
That will be posted.
Okay, so it's just for 2000.
The primary this year and then the general.
That's right, and if he wants to continue, he would have to run.
He would have to run.
But it would be only a 2-year term.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, because you're filling out, because Don completed one. Yeah. Okay, does anyone have any questions for Mr. Amsler?
Are you a notorious criminal?
Last
He's
week,
an
but not
insurance
this week.
broker, so yeah.
But you're not a lawyer. I was a banker for 17 and a half years.
So the answer is yes.
And now I'm an insurance agent. So it went from bad to worse. Never sold any used cars, but that's next.
You're not a lawyer.
I'm not a lawyer.
Then we're okay. Not a lawyer.
Okay, do you have any questions for us? Nope. Okay, well, is there a motion on the floor to appoint Mr. Amsler for a 1-year term on Borough Council? Is there a second?
Yep.
Okay, Dean seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion is carried. Congratulations.
I won something this year.
Yes. Yes.
Now do I get to swear at him?
Yes, yes.
I have been waiting for that for a long time.
You sure you want to do this today?
Okay, raise your right hand. And repeat after me. I hereby pledge as a member of Mount Wolf Borough Council.
I hereby pledge as a member of Mount Wolf Borough Council.
I will carry out the duties of my office
I will carry out the duties of my office
with professionalism,
with professionalism,
work to enhance the safety of the public,
work to enhance the safety of the public,
and represent the needs and interests of this community with honor.
and represent the needs and interests of this community with honor.
Furthermore, I promise to discharge my duties properly,
Furthermore, I promise to discharge my duties properly,
to enforce and uphold the bylaws,
to enforce and uphold the bylaws,
and to carry out all of my duties to the best of my ability and judgment.
and carry out all my duties to the best of my ability and judgment.
Congratulations.
Easy.
Too easy.
Thank you very much. We are thrilled that there's someone interested in.
Let me tell you, it's a straight job.
It may as well be, yeah, you're right.
Oh, I didn't tell you you don't get paid for this?
Okay, this is, we're gonna vote on that.
Yeah, make sure you keep your checks page. Just let me know. Yes.
Okay, we are going into our citizens' comments. We do have someone here regarding a possible driveway addition, Andy and Tina Blessing.
That's me.
That's you, okay, great. What do you have questions regarding?
I just wanted to see what, I don't feel comfortable, she just got a new car, I don't feel comfortable parking on Chestnut Street. It's become a bit of a raceway, and Bill knows from living there, because that's where they start out, flying up the street there.
Especially in ice and snow.
In ice and snow, it's a challenge for some of these people coming up that hill to see if they can fishtail, and I think one of these times I don't wanna hear my car getting whacked. And I know they're not gonna stop. My neighbor's car across the street has been hit 4 times, so I'm looking to try to change where we park. I do have a garage, a barn out back, but literally I have an inch in the front and an inch in the back to put her car away. So I would like to put a driveway. I know I can't get permission tonight, but I wanted to know if there's anything that says that I can't do it. I would have to cut a hole in the sidewalk and put a ramp in. I wanna go beside my house, which is pretty much in front of Don Deerdorf's old house. That's where I live on the corner of 2nd and Chestnut, I'm 196 North 2nd.
Oh, so you're talking about coming off a Second?
Yes,
Okay.
I would be trying to park in my yard between my house and my neighbor's house. So I don't know if, I can go through all the paperwork and stuff, but if there's something that says that I can't do it, I might as well find out now before I get too involved.
Why don't you give me a call tomorrow? Tomorrow morning would probably be a good time.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Do you have a card or something?
yeah, hang on a second, I just wanna take a look and see on the calendar what would work well.
Yeah, I can meet with you and look at what.
Maybe like 10 o'clock. The thing I'm gonna need to know is like the lot coverage amounts, how much impervious surface is there, what structures are there.
Right. I don't wanna pave it because I know that there's
Well, if there's gonna be
issues.
gravel or stone, it's gonna be the same thing.
Yeah, I just as soon put pavers in.
Well, that's
and
gonna
not-
be impervious surface, so we'll have to talk about that.
Okay.
But, yeah, give me a call tomorrow at 10 and try to make sure you don't run down any, dead ends on that and you can find out whether you can do it or not.
Okay.
Alright?
And, because my neighbor across the street wanted to pave behind her place and they said no to the paving, so I figured that's why we weren't gonna pave so I figured the stones would be better if I just have, just where the tires are gonna be. So I'm not gonna be creating a lot of runoff, or I'm not gonna be keeping the water from going into the ground.
Well, and there's also setbacks too as well.
Okay.
And there's some other issues. We're just gonna have to go through it. It's not necessarily easy to do it here. We'll have to go through the zoning ordinance
Okay.
together.
You're gonna have to cut the sidewalk too, right?
Yes, and that was, like, I didn't know if we made a rule that you can't cut the sidewalk, then this would be all a moot point, but I would have to cut it and ramp it, like other people have, but
Yeah.
this would be new, it wouldn't be like a grandfathered in. I mean, some of the houses have to have the driveway, so, I would have to do that.
But my number's on there. Give me a call tomorrow at about 10.
Okay, sounds good, thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Okay, is there anyone else here, Bud, I see you.
Yeah, I just need the EOP signed, I can leave it with you,
Okay,
so you can go over it. I'll give it to Mandy and then
Okay.
whenever you guys get a chance, you can go over and sign it.
all right, great. Is there anyone else here that is not here about the cats? Okay, we'll start on that subject. Just to let you know some history, there's been problem areas around the borough. It's not like we're overrun by hundreds of cats or anything, but there are feral cats around. There was I guess you call them colonies of a cat, right beside the borough office here. Years ago, a lady lived there and she fed them. Well, then unfortunately she moved, and then of course the cats didn't know where to go for their food, and then they hung around that house, and someone else bought it with a dog, and they're not real happy that all the cats are there. That's just one place. We have a gentleman, and I don't know who he is, somebody can, I think someone spoke with him. They have some cats living in their wood pile in their yard. They're peeing on their wood, then they're bringing the wood in to burn, and yeah, we have that. I received a call yesterday about 2 cats. People complaining they're tired of the cat poop in their yard all the time. So that's the kind of things that we're hearing. And, you know, people are saying, what are you gonna do about it, what are you gonna do about it? And, we're looking for suggestions. We talked last month, actually, I'm gonna let Dan talk. He talked with the animal control officer, and, he can fill you in on what he was told by them.
Well, originally talking to the animal control officer, he said, well, we can trap them, and we have contracted with the local SPCA, that we can bring strays to the SPCA, and let them handle it, and so that, initially, that's how we were gonna do it, have our animal control officer trap the cats and deliver them to the SPCA, to be handled through their means. There's been some other options, I guess I would say, have come to light, over the last couple of days. I've had lengthy conversations with the animal control officer and the SPCA director over there, as well as doing some internet research on different studies and different ways that other people have attempted to handle the problem. One of the main things that I'm hearing is the SPCA won't do any trapping until April, period. Whether it can be too cold, it can be dangerous for the cat. The animal control officer basically said the same thing. I don't think there's anything really we can do about it until nicer weather comes in. And I think that with some of the things that I've heard and read, that there may be other options out there that we should investigate. One was the TNR. And the SPCA has a TNR program that they will run for us, which they run from April to October is when we got into talking about what months to actually do it in. So there are other options and other ways that people have looked into doing it, other than just